coming out. It means so much. Thank you to the administration here. Thank you for staff members who brought your classes down. It means a ton to my students and to me to show the support. Parents, you guys are amazing. Thank you for everything you do for your kids. It means so much that you guys are here and supporting them. You don't know how much it means. All right? So thank you all. I hope you enjoy fifth hour's presentation of A Bird's Christmas Carol.
Many years ago, in a rambling old house in a fashionable section of a city, there lived a family by the name of Bird. They were as happy as birds too, and the house in which they lived came to be known as the Bird's Nest.
Christmas in the Bird's Nest was always a joyous event, but one Christmas was to be remembered by them long after others had been forgotten.
Hush, hush, all of you. Wake your new little sister with all this racket.
I'm so happy it's another girl. When will we be allowed to see her? What are they going to name her? When will we be able to play with her?
Questions. What a bundle of questions you are.
Why doesn't Papa choose a name for the baby? He chose the names for all four of you girls. He feels that it should be up to your mother to choose the names of the last child of the family. But I can tell you one thing. Whatever name is decided upon, it will be decided upon today. For your mama never lets her babies go unnamed overnight. Listen, someone's at the door. I'll go see who it is.
I wonder who it could be at this time of night.
It's the choir from the church next door. We came to spread some Christmas joy. We are going door to door all through the neighborhood. If you don't mind, we'd love to sing for your family. That will be wonderful.
Do you have a favorite song in mind?
How about we wish you a Merry Christmas? That's a wonderful choice.
It's a favorite of ours too.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
How lovely. I wonder if Mama can hear it in her bedrooms upstairs. It sounds as though it was a musical welcome for your baby sister. Come along now, girls. It's time you went to bed. But we didn't get to see the baby yet.
Enough of your complaints. Now mark yourself to bed.
How are you feeling now, my dear?
Oh, saddle look. Isn't the most beautiful baby that you've ever seen?
That's to be expected, considering that you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Perhaps you should name the baby after yourself. Then I hope we're growing to the kind of woman her mother is.
How sweet you are, my dear. But I had another thought. Did you know those carolers a few minutes ago?
Of course I did. I think you're from the church next door.
It's given me an idea for naming our baby. I'd almost forgotten what day it was. She's a little Christmas child, and we will name her Carol. Mother's Christmas Carol. Don't you think that's a sweet name?
I think this is a charming name, dear heart. It's so like you to think of it. Welcome to the Bird's Nest, little Christmas Carol.
And so the Christmas child has received her name. Perhaps because she was born in holiday time, Carol was a very happy baby. Although she was too tiny to understand the joy of Christmas time, people say there's everything in a good beginning.
Her cheeks were red as holly berries, her eyes twinkled like stars, her laugh like a chime of Christmas bells, and her tiny hands forever outstretched in forgiving.
Did you see that, Mama? Baby Carol gave me a piece of her cake. She will dye hers into eating yours. Why does she do that? None of us girls ever did. I hardly know, except that she's a little Christmas child, so she's a tiny share with the happiest days of the year. As the years went by, Carol became the darling of the family, but one year, Christmas wasn't as scarcely merry as it had been in the past. From the time little Carol was 5 years old, she began to complain of weariness. Her color faded, and she began to limp ever so slightly.
The illness was slight at first, but for several years, hope was always stern.
Carol feels stronger in the summertime.
She'll feel better when she has spent a year in the country.
Don't worry, she'll outgrow it. Perhaps if we try a physician. At last, the facts had to be faced. The cheeks and lips faded, and the starlight eyes grew softer, for they often gleamed through tears.
The doctor's verdict was cruel.
How old is little Carol now? 9.
Well, what I have to say is nothing, but you must know the truth. In a short time, maybe 1 year, maybe longer, Carol will finally pass away.
I know how hard this must be to hear. Is there no hope, Doctor?
Not for me.
It's no use to deny it any longer, my dear. Carol will never be well again.
Enjoy the time you have with her.
I'm afraid I must take my leave. Have certain I can very soon.
Good evening, Doctor. It almost seems as if we cannot bear it. When I think of that loveliest child, doomed to lie there, a helpless invalid, day after day. Merry Christmas indeed. It gets to be the saddest in the year to me.
Oh dear. Christmas Day may not be so merry with us as it used to be, but it's very happy and very blessed. I suffer chiefly for Carol's sake, but I've almost given up being sorrowful for my own sake. I'm too happy as a child, and I see so clearly that she is loved by some other children. Donna and Pauline and Harry and Alice were more strong, willful, boisterous girls. But now you seldom see such tenderness, devotion, about others, and something that I'll never hear.
You're right. I have noticed that. A quarrel or a hot word is almost unknown in this house. And why?
Carol here. I never trust her. She is so full of love and goodness. The girls study her with all their might. And why? Because I like to teach Carol and amuse her. That's why. As for me, Donald, I become a better woman every day for Carol's sake. I must get her eyes, ears, her feet, her hands, her strength, her hope. She, my own little child, is my husband.
I was wrong. We will try not to repine, but to rejoice that we have an angel in the house.
As for her future, I think we need not be over anxious. I feel as if she did not belong altogether to us. She is God, but she is meant to on this earth. I know will not be long before she is gone.
Because the birds feared that Carol's 10th Christmas would be her last, plans had to be made for the most enjoyable celebration of them all. Carol was told that she might do anything on Christmas that her heart desired. And as a special treat, Uncle Jack, who was her favorite uncle, Aunt Nancy, and her cousins planned to travel all the way from England just to spend Christmas with her. When they arrived, Carol was bursting with things to tell them.
Is anybody home?
It's everyone's favorite aunt and uncle coming north to the bird's nest on Merry Christmas.
And your cousins too. Uncle Jack, Aunt Nancy, Gertie and Johnny. There, we're excited to see you too, but please sit down. All right, Aunt Nancy. Oh, Uncle Jack, I want to tell you all about my plans for Christmas this year, because it is going to be the loveliest one I've ever had.
A fine thought that is, Carol. Now tell me about your Christmas plans.
Dear Uncle Jack, I'm going to try to make somebody happy every single Christmas that I do. And this year, it is to be the Ruggles that live in that small house behind us. Is that the large, interesting group of children in the little house at the end of the back garden? Yes. Isn't it nice to see so many together? When they first moved in, I would sit in my window and watch them play. And then one day, I had a terrible headache. So Donna asked them if they would please not to play so loud.
How reasonable request.
And do you know what they did? They played Who Can Be the Quietest all the rest of the afternoon, so it's not to disturb me.
What an obliging family, to be sure.
Now Sarah Maud comes to the door every day to find out if I'm up. If I am, they play before my window. If not, they stay in the backyard and play quietly.
Is Sarah Mott the oldest?
Yes, and Peter is next. And the pretty brown-haired girl is Kitty. She's the dressmaker's helper.
Who's the youngest?
That would be Lily. And the one with so many freckles? Now don't laugh. That's Peoria.
Carol, you're joking.
No, really, Uncle Jack. She's going to Peoria, Illinois. That's all.
And then you go to Chicago?
How silly. No, the others are Susan, Clem, Emily, and Cornelia. They all look so much alike. Except some of them have more freckles than the others. I do enjoy the Ruggles children, so they are very poor. So I decided to give this whole Christmas to them.
Give them your Christmas? How little bird.
I still have a grand Christmas dinner here in this very room for all of them. After, you'll have a beautiful Christmas tree bursting with fireworks. You should sit at the head of the table, Uncle Jack, for nobody can ever be frightened of you. But Papa and my sisters will eat downstairs together for fear of making the Ruggles children shy. That sounds sensible. Girls can be awfully noisy. And after you've had a merry time with the tree, you can open my window and all listen together to the music of the carolers going door to door.
Sounds like a fine idea, Carol.
Can we go? Here's the invitation I've written to the Ruggles. Would you read it, Uncle Jack, to make sure it's all right?
Dear Mrs. Ruggles, I'm going to have a dinner party and I would like all your children to come. Everyone, please. From Sarah Maud all the way down to Lily. Mama says dinner will be at 5:30 and the Christmas tree at 7, so you may expect them home at 9 o'clock. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That sounds like a lovely invitation, Carol.
I'm sure all the Ruggles will be very excited to come to your party. This is going to be the best Christmas ever. Never in your life have you seen such excitement. Smash at the Ruggles home when the little Carol's Christmas invitation has arrived. Mrs. Ruggles was determined that her children should look and act as if they've been raised to a wealthier home.
So scrubbing, tubbing, dashing, splashing, washing, sewing, reminding, and explaining you have never seen.
Now then, I reckon you young ones have never seen such a washing and combing and dressing in all of your lives. And it isn't likely you'll have another in a hurry either. Now then, we're ready to teach you some manners.
Why don't we need manners? All you have to do is eat.
Peter's right. We're already good at eating. I know I am.
Well, that's enough.
There's more than one way of eating, let me tell you. And you all have plenty to learn about it. Especially you, Peter Ruggles, me. Lily! How many times did I tell you to stop playing with your hair?
Sorry, Mother.
Look at me in the eye. All of you! I have often told you what kind of family the McGrills were.
Oh, here we go again.
I have reason to be proud of my kid. Goodness knows, my brother is on the police force of New York City, and our children need to learn to act decently. It isn't as easy as you think it is. Now you know, there aren't enough hats to go around, so no one will wear any at all. You understand?
Yes, Mom.
Now, when they ask you to take off your hat, Sarah Maud, you must say, it was such a pleasant evening, and such a short walk that you left your hats at home. Now, can you remember?
Yes, Mom.
What do you have to do with it? Did I tell you to say it? I was talking to Sarah Maud.
Do I have to, Mom?
Of course you do. We won't leave anything to chance. Step forward and try it. Speak up, Sarah Maud.
We,
Quick now!
Mom thought it was such a pleasant hat that we better leave our short walking home.
She really messed that up.
Mom's gonna be mad.
That was funny.
What will I do with you? Try it again.
Mom thought it was such a pleasant evening that we better leave our hats at home.
Just say it over and over to yourself until you learn it. Now, Cornelia, what are you going to say to make yourself good company?
Say? Me? I don't know.
Well, you aren't just going to sit there like a bump on a log and not say a word to the very people that invited you, are you?
Ask Mrs. Bird how she's doing this evening, or if Mr. Bird having a busy season, or if Grandma Bird, or ask Grandma Bird how does she agrees with this kind of weather.
If they have napkins, Sarah Maud down in Peoria may put them in their laps, and the rest of you may tuck them in your necks. Don't eat with your fingers, don't try food off one another's plates.
Don't reach up for anything, but wait until you're asked. Don't get up and grab it.
Now, we'll try a few things to see how they'll go. Miss Clemens, will you have some of the cranberry sauce?
Bet your life I will.
Clemens, the girl, Ruggles. Do you mean to tell me you'd actually say that at a dinner party? I'll give you one more chance. Miss Clemens, will you have some of the cranberry sauce?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you kindly. If you happen to have any handy.
Very good indeed, but they won't give you 2 chances tonight, so just remember that. Miss Fury, do you want light or dark meat?
I'm not particular about the color. Anything that no one else wants will suit me.
First rate. Miss Kitty, do you want chocolate or vanilla sauce with your pudding?
Chocolate or vanilla? A little bit of both, if you please.
Both, no? You stop your grunting, Peter Ruggles. That wasn't greedy. That was all right. I wish you could get it into your heads that it isn't so much as what you say as the way you say it. I hope you all act decent. Now, is there anything more you'd like to practice?
If you tell me one more thing, I can't sit up and eat. I'm so full of manners. I'm about ready to burst without any dinner at all.
Me too.
Well, I'm sorry for both of you. If the amount of manners you have on hand now troubles you, then you're very easily hurt. Now, Sarah Maud, after dinner, once in a while, you must get up and say, I guess we better get going. If they say to sit, you may stay. If they don't say anything, you must get up and go.
Seems like this whole dinner party so quite scoring tough for me. Maybe I could manage my own manners, but managing 9 manners is worse than staying at home.
Oh, don't fret. I'll be guys get along, alright?
It's 5:15 and you can go now. Remember about the hats. No one will talk at once. Susan, lend your handkerchief to Peoria.
Yes, Mom.
Peter, don't keep screwing with your scarf pin.
Sorry, Mom.
Sarah Maud, don't take your eyes off Lily.
Yes, Mom.
Cornelia, hold your head up straight.
Yes, Mom.
And whatever you do,
by the richly set table with snowy linen. When the food was brought in, their eyes popped out of their heads. Goose and turkey, sauces and spices, soups and puddings, and all the sweets you could imagine. Oranges, cakes, candies, nuts, milk, and cider.
At last, when Noah could lift another forkful of food, the Christmas tree and presents were brought in.
Here, Sarah Maud. It has my name on it. Of course it does. Books, Little Women, and Under the Lilacs. Thank you, Caroline.
This one's for you, Peter. A tool chest with my name on it. Wonderful. And then we use Mama's Target. Here you go, Clemens.
Is this a doghouse for my stuffed puppy? Thank you, Carol.
And I want to give you all your Target. Here you go, Peoria.
A doll. And these two are for Susan and Eileen. She's beautiful. I will love her forever. I'm so glad you like it.
I made a Noah's Ark out of wood to Lily.
Just like the one my dad made for me.
Wonderful. Look at all the animals.
And here's some gifts for Kitty and Cornelia.
Oh, it's a beautiful dress. I have one too. Oh, there's a door. I wonder who that should be.
I'll get it.
Oh, you have to use that?
Carol is such a special little girl. What a wonderful woman.
We have warm winter clothes for all of you.
And warm boots for all your feet.
And each of you will get hats and stripes that I knitted.
And you all get a new winter coat, all thanks to Carol and a Christmas wish.
Oh, thank you, Carol. You're a Christmas angel.
Miss Bird went in to bid Carol a good night.
Now, my darling, you have done quite enough for one day. I'm afraid you'll feel worse tomorrow. And that'll be a sad ending to such a charming evening. Wasn't it lovely? From first to last, everything was just right. I shall never forget Lily's face when she first looked at the turkey, nor Peter's when he first saw his toolbox, nor sweet Susan's face when she first kissed her dolly, nor the tears in poor Sarah Maud's eyes when she thanked me for her books, nor... We mustn't talk about it any longer tonight, my dear. You are too tired. I am not so very tired, Mama. I have felt well all day. Not a bit of pain anywhere. Perhaps this has done me good. Perhaps. I hope so. There was no noise or confusion. It was just a merry time. Now, may I have one of your sisters take you up to bed? Papa and I will steal in softly by and by to make sure you're all right. But I think you need to be very quiet. I'm willing to stay by myself, but I'm not tired yet. I want to hear the carolers, you know? Yes, I've already opened your bedroom window a little. The carolers' voices should carry up there beautifully. May I have the shutters open? This morning I woke ever so early, and one bright, beautiful star shone in that eastern window. I've never noticed it before. I'd like to see it again. Yes, I will have Pauline open that when she takes you up to bed. Pauline, will you take Carol up to bed? Of course I will. Come on, Carol. Good night, everyone. Such a happy, happy day. Good night, my precious Christmas carol. Mother's last Christmas shout.
In the living room, the family gathered to listen to the carolers from the church next door.
Well, I think the Ruggles had a great time tonight.
And so did Carol. She really got her wish today, giving the Ruggles a Christmas they will never forget.
Quietly, Uncle Jack and Aunt Nancy. We are listening to the music from the carolers. They are singing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," which is a song they sang 10 years ago on our carol.
I hope Carol can hear it. The carolers have come around late tonight, and I dare not speak to her lest she be asleep. It's almost 10 o'clock.
How beautiful the song is. It's bringing tears to my eyes. And I do hope Carol can hear it.
There are tears in many eyes, but not in Carol's.
The loving heart had finally ceased to beat. The wee birdie had finally flown to her home nest. Carol had gone asleep.
But as the song, I think perhaps, I cannot say, she heard it after all.